Hi everyone, welcome to InterviewPro. In this video, let's try to add a search option in this playlist, okay? So before that, let's just reiterate how this video component was created. In the app component.html, I have commented the feedback component and uncommented app videos component. Let's see what's present in the videos component. So if you go to videos component.ts, we created an object called playlists, which has two objects, Angular and React, with a list of videos in each of these playlists. And in the HTML, we have a drop down to select the playlist. Based on the selected playlist, we are displaying Angular or React videos. And these videos are displayed inside of a video component. If you look at the video component, it has two inputs. One, playlists. It's nothing but this data. And the second is the label, which indicates whether this is an Angular playlist or a React playlist. So if I click on React, it displays React. This is the label. Now I want to provide an option to search. So I have already added the search bar here. So I have input and a button. So when I type something here and click on search, I want to display the videos with the title that matches the searched content. And this is within the playlist. So if I type something here, it will filter the videos only in the selected playlist. So how can we do that? First, when we click on the search button, we need an action to be performed, right? For that, let's add a click event here. So this is the click event, and let's create a method called onSearch. Let's decide what to pass here first. Let's just go to the component.ts and create this method. Now we have onSearch method. So what should be the input to this onSearch method? It's nothing but the value typed inside this input, right? So how do we get the value? Let's say if I put $event here, what would be present in this parameter? It's the information about this button, but not the information typed in the input, right? Let's verify once. Let me just say info for now. Let's decide on the name later. And I'm logging this info, console log info. Let's see what it displays in the console. Inspect and go to console. I'll just click on this search to see what's present in the log. So if you look at the target, it represents the button, but we do not want information about the button. What we want is the value that is typed inside this input. So how can we send this input value when we click on search? So this can be achieved using template reference variables. So I can simply assign a hash and give it some name, maybe search text. We have already seen this template reference variable. For example, when there is no data, we want to display the text no videos available. So using ng template and using ng videos as the template reference variables, we displayed this part of the code. So in the else case, we used this variable. Similarly, to get the information from an element also, we can use template reference variables. So instead of $event, let me send this search text. We do not use hash when we are trying to access the value. So now we send the search text. Here, I'll remove the console log, and this also I'll simply say input, because this search text will actually, this is not search text, it's the whole input. So I'll rename it to search input and pass the same to onSearch. And here I'm naming this input as a parameter as input, and this is of type HTML input element. Now, what do we want? We want the value of the input. So let me first declare a variable, this dot search text. This is going to be initially empty. Actually, this is not needed here. Now here, accessing the value, this dot search text equals, this has to be assigned to the value of the input. And let's print this value on UI. So I'll simply say I'll use a pre-tag and print search text text. Now if we go back, type something and click on search, we see the value printed here. So when I type something here and click on search, it has to search for this value in all the titles in all these videos and print only those videos that contain this title. For example, if I say new, it has to search for the text new in all these titles. And what are the matching titles? Create new project and create new component. So it has to display only these two videos when I click on search. Here I'll make use of another variable called filtered data. This will be initially assigned to this dot data. When I click on search, this filtered data will be updated with the filtered value. So we have to always filter on top of the actual original data. So that is given by this dot data. I'm using the method filter. Here, I want to search each and every title and see if it contains this dot search text. So if I type new and click on search, this may not give us any result because here new is starting with a capital N. But irrespective of the case, it should be able to search. So what we can do here is I'll convert this to lowercase. Also convert the title to lowercase. So every time before searching, it will convert the title to lowercase and also the search text to lowercase, and it will give us the result. In the HTML, we are looping through all the items of data. But now we want to loop through this filtered data because this is what is going to have the data based on our search result, right? So let's update this data with filtered data. Let me copy this variable, update this data.length to filter data.length, and also here. Let's see if it works. Initially, it says no videos are available. Though we have data, it prints no videos are available. The reason might be when videos component is rendered, it will render this video component, and before the inputs are properly loaded, this might be called. So what is the default value for this input? It's an empty array. So before the input is loaded, it might try to assign the data. Filter data will be empty. That's why we are seeing the empty values. Once I click on search, it will trigger this method, and by the time the data input will be loaded, and it will try to search all the titles, which includes an empty string because we haven't typed anything here. And empty string is part of all titles. That's why it's loading all data. But this initial no videos available case is not acceptable. So in order to avoid that, what we can do is there is a life cycle hook called ng on init. So this method will be called once all the inputs are properly assigned in the component. So once this component is completely loaded along with the inputs, this method will be called. At that time, we want to assign this filtered data with the original data. So this dot filtered data equals this dot data. Now, if I refresh, we see that the data is loaded on the initial load. Now, if I type to search for maybe new and click on search, our search text is new, and these are the two videos that match with the search text. Now, if I type on something that is not existing, maybe component, this is existing, okay. Let's say module and type search, we don't find any videos with this type with this search, so no videos available. Even if I move to React and try to search for props, maybe there is only one matching item, so this video is displayed. This is how template reference variable works. It contains reference to the whole DOM element using which we can access the required properties. In our case, it's the value of the input. Based on this value, we are trying to filter the data and display it in the UI. So this is all about template reference variables. I hope the concept is clear. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe to InterviewPro. Thank you.